Welcome, friends, to At Home Fitness with Coach A, the YouTube channel that aims to bring you guys in gym quality coaching and workouts for your at home or garage gym needs. Today is Friday here in Northeastern Ohio. It is September 18th, day number 187 of our at home programming that started back when the COVID quarantine hit here in Cleveland. Today is Friday, which means tomorrow is, if you haven't been paying attention, Super Sucky Saturday, which usually allows us to take our workout to a local track or something along those lines, which means today's work is going to be usually either a little different in terms of the intensity of backing it off a little bit, something a little more stable, or something unique that probably will not have a lasting effect fatigue-wise on us through tomorrow. So what we're going to look at today is a 12-minute AMRAP. You're going to do 6 strict toe to bar, no kip, those have to be strict. Then you're going to do 12 pull-ups. Those can be kipping pull-ups if you would like. Use the band, use whatever allows you to get through that rhythmically. So strict for the toe to bar, kipping for the pull-ups. If we don't have those abilities, I will talk about them towards the end of the video when I go through modifications and ways we can adapt different equipment to get the same kind of work done. So 12-minute AMRAP, 6 strict toe to bar, 12 kipping if you want to, toe to bar, and 18 Russian twists. It's programmed with the ball, so the RX weight is 20 for the guys and 14 for the ladies. You can do that with whatever you want, as long as we can get close to those numbers. The second piece today is going to be some accessory work, and that is going to try and target some weaknesses, but some of those muscle groups that we don't always get to work on, at least explicitly or directly. So this should be a little fun. 3 rounds, rest as you guys need to going through here. 3 rounds of 20 banded face pulls, just like the banded face pulls we've been combining with our eccentric pull-ups. It is also not going to be done immediately after a movement. So if you guys want to go to a heavier band or a heavier weight when you can't otherwise do so on the pull-up days, that is fine for today. The second movement is going to be a turnover dumbbell curl. The rep range we're looking for is 8 to 12, meaning we're running out of gas in that 8 to 12 rep range based on the weight. I'm obviously going to demonstrate this in the garage, but the idea of the turnover curl is that we are curling up with either a supinated or kind of a hammer-fisted grip here, and then we're turning the wrists over and slowly lowering down. That's going to allow us to work on our forearm strength and our grip strength. The third movement is going to be another rep range, 12 to 15, for a barbell skull crusher, laying on your back on a bench, isolating and working the triceps. Again, I'll demonstrate this stuff in a second in the gym and talk about possible modifications for different equipment. All right, guys, demonstrations for our Friday pieces. So obviously we're using a gymnastic bar, pull-up bar, whatever you want to call it here for our first 2 pieces. That's strict toe to bar and kipping pull-ups. If you guys don't have that, stick around. I'll go over the modifications for it. I have my ball here for the Russian twist. Obviously this could be pretty much anything. Just going through with that. All right, so strict toe to bar first. Not putting that swing, not putting that kip into it. Then I'm into my pull-ups where I am, if I would like to. Putting the kip and swing, 6 and 12 before I pop down for my twist, counting every tap, 1, 2, 3 to 18. So today's fun buys and tries accessories. We're going to start with that face pull first. So as we've done before, specifically with the pull-ups recently, we're going to be flexing that band back into face pulls for a set of 20. Now remember, your work and your rest are as needed here, so you guys can space these out a little bit if you want. For the turnover curls, I'm either going to do the concentric part of the movement in a supinated palm up position or a palm in hammer type position. Doesn't really matter, whichever one you feel more comfortable or stronger with, especially if you haven't done these before. From there, I'm going to make a transition over
into a pronated position and try and control that movement down, similar to the 4-second eccentric that we're doing on the pull-ups. If I was doing these for the actual accessories, I would probably have a dumbbell in each hand. I would do my right, 1, 2, 3, 4, do my left, 1, 2, 3, 4, and then go back to the right, in which case that would be 3 reps. So remember, for the rep scheme here, we're looking for 8 to 12, meaning the idea is for you guys to max out on your reps within the range for the weight you have in your hands. The third piece now is going to be that barbell skull crusher. Or it can be on the ground, it can be on a bench. Ideally it's with the barbell, it can obviously be with other pieces. But the main point that I'm looking to make here, let me try to angle myself so you guys can see the elbows, is that when we get ourselves in position, obviously we're trying to isolate the triceps. And specifically I'm trying to do that by putting the elbows directly over the shoulders or above, behind, whatever you want to call it, towards the forehead over the shoulders, and not allowing the elbows to travel forward from there, but only hinge back into the flex. Now, on the ground, obviously, I'm looking at possibly a shorter range of motion. If those plates are big enough, they're going to be touching the ground before my elbows all the way back. On the bench, I don't have that issue, but on the ground, if I'm looking to do it with dumbbells, it's probably going to be fine, okay? In terms of position, we talked about pronated, supinated, hammer position on that curl. They work different parts of the biceps and also part of the forearm. Same thing is going to be true on the triceps, okay? So ideally in this position, my palms are going to be open. That's going to hit a little bit more of the inside of that tricep. If we're using dumbbells, it's usually easier, honestly, for us to do that in more of a hammer position, which will give us more of that U kind of position on the tricep. That's up to you. Just be cognizant of the fact that changing the rotation does change the movement.